Okay, my apologies for the absence. Now, whilst I've been gone, there's been a lot going on with Rune. About 2 nights ago, I actually made a live stream just kind of reasonably crashing out on the situation, the staff team, whatever the case may be. Honestly, I felt like I need to get that off my chest, and that's fine. I did that, and I went, you know, it is what it is. But apparently ever since then, there's been a lot going on with Balbo. I'm not too sure why Balbo has been mentioning my name. But Balbo loves drama. Apparently he's been doing a lot over the past day or two, and then apparently some of the developers have been clarifying some things within the Discord server. They did open general backup as well, so I'm assuming either things are getting a little bit more comfortable or the game's about to release. So we're actually gonna get straight into this to find out what the heck is going on. We are gonna react to Balbo's shorter video, because I know he has 2 videos where I'm in the thumbnail, and one of them I'm not watching a 50-minute video. I genuinely don't care what Balbo has to say for 50 minutes. But I will watch the 10-minute one, the 11-minute one, right after we go over what's going on inside the Discord server. Let's honestly find out what the heck is going on. Okay, so we're inside the Discord server. I just want to quickly check if there's anything said anywhere that's, you know, cool. Nothing. So it's really just the announcements the R1 put up. Zuko had also responded as well. Let's just quickly go over what they say. I want to quickly go over this because I want to go into Balbo's video without making this video 30 minutes long. So R1 said, to clarify, the update is more or so ready. What we wanted to add has been added. We faced some bugs as usual, and we fixed them. We want to run a proper test before we drop the game. 100% sure. We'll take a full accountability, not drop in So this was said yesterday around 10 a.m. And if he said, I don't really care about reading the rest of this, but if he said this yesterday at 10 a.m, the game didn't drop yesterday, I would assume the game's gonna drop today. If not today, then this week, because they did open back up general today, which means they are in a comfortable state, or at least I would assume they're in a more comfortable state. So the game actually either drops today or probably this Thursday, Friday. I would assume Friday if they don't drop it today. I don't know if the developers care if they drop the game on a weekday or a weekend anymore, because the game was meant to come out last week. So at this point, honestly, just drop it. But if the game doesn't come out today, I'm just gonna assume it's coming out Friday, honestly, because they said the game's more so ready. If this is being said, the game is genuinely not developers making things up to satisfy the community, or you know how developers will say, hey guys, we're 90% ready, and the game will come out 6 months later or 2 years later. You know, assuming what Armon is saying here is 100% legit, the game is more so ready. That means the game should be ready. Okay, they're just polishing things off. Is honestly, I could go into a little rant about this, but I'm not going to. It's just no point at this point. It's just Roblox developer things. Cool. To explain properly, we ran tests. I'm already knowing. Say we ran tests already. No, I'm not saying we haven't, but run full game tests, make sure everything's working properly. Drop the game in the appropriate time for EST and GMT, since the majority of people reside in that time zone. So just forget the GMT, just drop it for the Americans. We know the Americans only care about the Americans, and Americans are like 70% of the player base or whatever. We understand at this point. Zuko also said, so the community is due an update. I do apologize for confusion and lack of communication for the team, so everyone's opinions. There was many unknown variables from my perspective. Instead of repeating announcements like I've done in the past, I decided the best course of action was to wait for any new info, which may seem like a bad idea now, but the community deserves reassurance, support. This just feels like damage control, honestly. Some of the main problems that caused the delay our main script to a remote unfortunate situation in real life. I won't disclose what happened specifically. I do have a confirmation on actual compensation, so we're gonna be getting, we're gonna be getting 1 free slot and 2 race rerolls. So shout out to everyone trying to get the new races, and then we're also gonna get 1 new free slot as well as that. Hoping to host the game item giveaways later. Okay, information. Okay, cool. I'm the moderator. and my situation overall, my country is being at war. Shout out to Armon. Yeah, that is a pretty delicate and sensitive situation. So I'm wishing him the best and things of that situation. As things of that nature. Other situation, I had some health complications, led to me taking a break overall from social media. Okay, that's fair, I guess. Yeah. So, I mean, I there's nothing to say. You know, when even if I had something to say, I can't say anything because obviously sensitive things have been brought up now. You know, war and health issues, and you can't really speak on. You add your opinion. You're gonna, yeah, no, I'm not gonna speak on that. Obviously, wishing Armon the best and things of that nature. I hope he's doing well. Hope things get better, and hopefully Rune coming out, you know, does exactly that, make his situation better. So we're gonna get into what Balboa has been saying. Apparently he got banned. I mean, of course, he's been like streaming every day, cussing these guys out for the past like 6 hours at a time. He's been doing like 6 to 8 hour live streams the past 4 days, just cussing out the dev team. So I mean, of course he was gonna get banned, but I'm gonna see what Balboa said. Apparently Balboa was talking about some crazy stuff. That's what I've been told. So let's hop straight into that and see what's up. Okay, so we are on Balboa's channel. I hit the like button already, and RuneSlayer developers are disgusting exposed. So crazy title. Honestly, I don't even think the RuneSlayer developers have done anything crazy, other than like the staff chat, which I kind of got tilted over. Like everything else is just standard Roblox anime developer stuff, or Roblox developer stuff in general. Hard delaying and things of that nature. But yeah, let's see what he's saying.
I honestly don't understand what the point of banning me is. Because every single
Balboa, you know damn well why the fuck you got banned.
game always turns out like this. You guys will ban me. I'll tell.
No, Balboa is I fought with Balboa, but this guy has like zero accountability, bro. Zero accountability, bro. But let's go on.
Tell some people to look for some screenshots. 20 minutes later, your whole dev team is exposed because you guys are all freaks. Like, I genuinely don't understand the point of banning me. Like, it won't change anything. Anyways, you guys already know what video this is. Same thing happened on Typesoul and every other game I've played that I've been banned from. So let's just cut straight to the chase. First of all, Mina's been chill. I'm not throwing Mina under the bus. I want to say Mina has been chill. He's one of the chill mods. And I basically told him, you know, hey, I'm going to just tell you, there's some shit on your developers. So if you guys want a chance to unban me, you know, now's your time. I do that every time I post the video anyways. That's just what I do, right? Obviously, if I got unbanned, I was still going to post this video anyways. But he said, you're not getting unbanned. I don't know about the far future, but not anytime soon. I was like, I want to lock down those chats. But let's get right into it. First is Daniel. Let's go over the proof that this is him, because that's obviously the most important thing. This is I believe, a Deepwoken clan guild thing. That's what the guy told me. I'm not gonna leak his name, but you know, you guys can see his ID is right there. They copy and paste it. They go there, they search him, boom. There you guys can see. You guys can see what he says, and obviously there's a bunch of other screenshots as well.
Is Josh Caucasian, Asian, Mexican, or what race is Josh?
Well, if we skim through, then he goes to the rims. You know, he proves that it's him, right? You guys can see his username right there. Then he goes to mutual servers. You guys see RuneSlayer right there. Like, RuneSlayer is literally right there.
2023 was only 2 years ago.
His name's Josh. He goes to him, right? Boom, boom, boom. Goes to him. Taps on his name. Copies the ID, right? Boom, there he doesn't see, same person. Boom, copy user ID. Boom, he goes to message him, and would you look at that? It's the same exact ID that he had right here. This is the Josh that we all know and hate and love all at the same time. I'm not gonna blur these screenshots. You guys can see what he's saying. Keep in mind, Josh is a white British man. Okay.
Oh,
let's just all keep this in mind. He's a white, straight, British man. So that's Josh, right? Let's just. Is anybody surprised? No. And keep in mind, this was 10 minutes after I got banned. I
will put my 2 cents here. It makes absolutely no sense for a Caucasian British man to be saying the hard R or even AS, because like, bro, it just doesn't make sense.
Didn't even tell. All of these screenshots just came up and people were like, here. Nobody has even like trying to do no detective work and actually find anything yet. This is just boom. It was right there in front of their face. Everyone can see it. So I'm sure Josh has said way worse and way crazier stuff. If we dig deep enough for it, I'm sure, you know, every single person on that team has said some crazy shit. This is from an old dev. 2 old devs did DM me, and I want to go over basically what they said. This is what he said at first. He said, about your rant video, Zeph is super lazy. Super lazy. And, you know, obviously, nobody's really surprised. But this is the main thing that I wanted to focus. So, the quote-unquote Goro say, the people that banned me, right? Zookle, Bernardo, Zeph, the lead devs and some devs are like the main people. Those are the higher ups that quote-unquote have me banned right now because they're, you know, the Doro say or whatever you want to say. Mina's not involved. He used to be community manager, but he's not. And then he also said John, Savin, and Sin gave up on Runeslayer. So John, the actual owner of the game, gave up on the game, and then Savin and Sin, I don't know who they are, but they just gave up on Runeslayer, and that's what this dev wanted.
Wait, what does he mean by Sin and Savin gave up on Runeslayer? Do they not work for the game anymore? Or?
To say, and this guy had his own input. Now this is a dev that I have talked to a few times. Now he said Zookle spent more time on his exposed doc line saying that I was fired than he does managing the game. I quit due to personal reasons in the doc. He's saying I was fired for saying boom and boom. Honestly, these 2 words. Okay, this word I don't care about, but this word, if you're straight and you say it, sure, it's a little crazy. But he said that he's lesbian, or she said, I don't even know. They said they're lesbian. So he said that them saying it's not a big deal. Nobody cares about saying retard, whatever. Boom. But this is what I kind of wanted to focus on.
Okay, so apparently Zookle is out here spreading rumors. Honestly, this is so messy. You wouldn't actually believe this is messy from the outside looking in, because the Runeslayer Discord server, on the most part, looks pretty steadfast. Like, it looks pretty grounded, pretty solid. I do know, I've spoken to this developer you see on screen, so I do know their personal reasons for not being on working on the game anymore, and it's most definitely not related to quote-unquote being fired or a quote-unquote exposed doc. So if Zookle did make it a quote-unquote exposed doc, that is pretty shady. That is pretty shady. I'm not gonna lie to you, because I know that's whatever's in that document is most likely untrue. I'm not gonna lie, man. Zookle, if you did have time to make an exposed doc, I just think Roblox developers, Zookle isn't even a developer, he's a YouTuber, but Roblox developers like need to spend less time working on exposed documents and more time working on the fucking game. That's just my opinion. Like, every other week there's a doc made on a Roblox developer for exposing them for either scamming or doing this or doing that. Where are the games? You guys can spend 2-3 hours making documents, but won't spend that same time in the studio. I don't get it, bro. Like, shut that shit up and make the game, bro. Yeah, I can't lie to you, bro. Oh my gosh, what even is this? I can't lie, man. I'm gonna quickly run over this. He's not obese. Always stuff. June 6th. The server said the game was ready. Communication with Zeph and the dev team was terrible. When it was central, it was actually good. The pirate channel. So despite me quitting on the 24th due to IRL stuff, another thing, 22nd, may I told anime is code, more than her, very easy, but I'm pretty sure the anime has added more content to some of the scripters. While being a Zeph is a nice guy, but he's a terrible manager low key. And Zookle, I effing hate Zookle. Put me in a room with Zookle, and I'll be the only one walking out. That is extreme. That was an extreme last sentence there. I don't know Zookle. I don't know him, so I don't have an opinion on him. But from what I'm hearing, a lot of people dislike this guy. It's not even just the other developers. I've been hearing stuff from community members as well. I don't know why. I don't really care as well. Honestly, None of my business. I'm just here to play Runeslayer. Hands in the air. Guess what? I'm just here to play Runeslayer. All this other messy drama stuff doesn't involve me. The only thing that irritates me is that developers will have time to make documents and troll inside of Discord servers and rage bait, but they won't have time to work on the game. Or they'll give us release dates and be like a month late on the date or a year late on the date. You know what I mean? So it's just like all of this energy is being put into the wrong things. This doesn't, it's kind of stupid.
More time on this person's exposed doc and lying, saying that they were fired when he quit is kind of crazy. But anyways, let's go over this. Anyways, that shit was not done on June 6th from what I was told. Even though I'm not on the dev team anymore, I'm still friends with basically everyone on the team. But on the 7th, they said the game was ready. The communication by Zeph to the dev team was terrible when it was Cetro, which is low-key a crazy, like, it's not crazy, but it's just funny to me that an old developer would say that Cetro is better than the new person. It was actually good. I also still have access to the private channels and Roblox Discord server for Runeslayer, despite me tweeting on the 24th due to some IRL stuff. Another thing, on the 22nd of May, I taught one of the animators how to code the mobs, very easy, but I'm pretty sure now the animator had added more content to descriptors, whatever, while also being less budgy. He said Zeph is a nice guy, but a terrible manager, and Zoodle, he hates Zoodle. So basically, another die to the collection of people that hate Zoodle. Half the dev team, and I think there's about 5 or 6 content creators that have also all just said that they don't like Zoodle. And
I knew I wasn't making that up. I don't know where or when, but I've been hearing a lot of things about Zoodle recently. And I'm learning this information against my will. I don't actually give a fuck. I don't care. Just release Runeslayer.
I'm talking like big content creators, like literally everybody just doesn't like that guy. And then, yeah. Then we go to the...
Who the heck is this guy talking about? Big content creators? What big content creators are playing Runeslayer? Balbo, shut up. And
other developers. This is stuff from TypeSoul. If you guys don't remember, basically this is all stuff from TypeSoul. So this is Green. I don't even know how Green got hired. He got exposed twice by me and was fired from the TypeSoul team, but for some reason Runeslayer hired him. But you guys know what Green did. I don't know how anybody would forget what Green did. Now you guys can read all this, what he's done, things like that. You know, boom, like to the Roblox avatar is a little bit crazy. But this is what we have to focus on. Keep in mind, he already admitted to all this. I dropped a whole separate video on this about a year ago.
What the heck am I reading? Did you know? Wow. Not gonna lie, y'all Roblox developers need to go outside, hit up some clubs, or like start going gym. Just be normal, bro. What the fuck is it? What am I reading?
No, but he said, boom, getting dreams about, you know, getting boom, and then he was like, would it be okay if it was me?
I need y'all to stop e-dating, bro. Y'all really making me sick.
Basically saying, if you want to use your common brain, they would enjoy getting
this, bro.
I honestly don't know how he's on the team. Tama was exposed for being freaky, but he admitted to it and basically just didn't care. He was like, yeah, I'm freaky, I don't care. That's like, he was in some minor, did that shit before. The whole reason why the game is delayed, this is Daniel. You guys can read what he's saying. There's a lot more. There's a whole doc. Hollow dropped a video. Some people were saying that it was debunked.
Where does Balbo get this information from?
End of the day, I was in their team. You know.
And why are people joking about R? Bro, someone get the police involved, please. Why are people joking about R? Is this a Roblox thing? Is this a Roblox developer thing? Why are people joking about R? Bro, send somebody, please, terminate their Discord accounts. Take away their Roblox accounts or something. Like, strip them of the millions of Robux. I don't know what punishment would make these guys fix up. Either stopping their source of income completely, freezing their assets, something, bro. This is not cool, bro. Why are we joking about R, bro? This is weird. Y'all are weird.
You know, I mean, half the team apparently
this whole video is weird. I ain't trying to watch the rest of this. I'll be honest with you. yeah, man. What? Just drop the game. Y'all in Discord servers talking about R and E dating and hating people, but y'all won't work on the game, bro. We're doing everything but working on the game. We're doing everything but working on the game. Literally every single thing but what you're actually being paid to do, bro. Alright, bro.